since I created my first herbal tincture, actually tonic, it's not a tincture, it's created with wine, and I am so excited because my allergies have been kicking my ass. So I'm going to go downstairs and strain it, and I will show you guys a little bit of the process. And I'm really excited. I'm only going to strain a little bit because I want to allow the herb to sit and potentially extract more of the goodness for medicinal properties. And yeah, I will show you guys a little bit of what's going on. Okay, so as you can see here, this is my herbal wine tonic that I created with just regular red wine and echinacea. And I'm glad I'm like so smart, guys. I used this sifter, but as you can see, it's very thin, but to get an even better strain, I added and cut open or pulled apart this sustainable tea bag. And look, yay, so excited. So I'm going to go ahead and try a little bit today, and probably take about like a tablespoon or teaspoon or so a day for at least a week and see how I feel. So I'm really excited. And in case you guys didn't know, when creating a tonic versus an infusion or a tea, tonics are just stronger because they obviously have alcohol, so they extract different properties out of the plant. So I'm very excited to get these allergies like done with. Like, they've really been bothering me, and I'm taking another herb as well, which is eyebright, but I've been drinking that as it's a powder. So I've been adding that to my plant milks, and I've been drinking it as a coffee. So yeah, I'm very excited to keep you guys updated and let you know how it goes. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. This is what it looks like now. This is the Echinacea tincture. It's so much beautiful. It looks so beautiful in person. It's like this beautiful amber color, almost like it almost looks like honey. But this is it, and I'm just so happy that it fit in this cute, adorable little jar. So yes, I this will definitely last a week. I think this is honestly like definitely a week's supply, 7 days worth. And this is the other bottle. So this is how much I have left. I'll give you guys a better view. I'll flip the camera around. But yeah, so this was only a quarter of the echinacea. I keep saying tincture, but it's a tonic. So yeah, I'm very excited, and I will let you guys know how it's going. And just a little life update. I have been experiencing a huge transformation. Like, this energy has been just so powerful and so strong, and I just needed some time to come back into harmony with myself and reevaluate some things and just literally remember who I am. So that's what I've been doing. That's why my videos have been inconsistent. But as time progresses, they'll definitely be once a week again. But just like a little update on what I've been doing. Give me 1 second and I will show you guys. Okay, so this is my little herbal area over here. I'll show you the least aesthetically pleasing one first. But this I just created today. Today is April 27th. Sad about the plastic, but girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. But this is rosemary, fresh rosemary infused olive oil, and I will be using this on my hair. I'm gonna give it probably 2 to 4 weeks, and I'm gonna be using it on my hair to help stimulate hair growth and things of that nature. So very excited to be using this. I will definitely keep you guys updated on that as well. And then I went on the cutest guided hike in my area, and guided foraging hike. So we went, and this is mullein. They had it growing all over their property, which is like a really cute off-grid homestead. And yeah, they had tons of mullein. So this is a mullein tonic. This was something that I myself just decided to try to make. I'm not exactly sure of its plant properties, medicinal properties. I know that it's a good cough expellent. So yeah, so I'm going to be using that within the next 2 or so weeks. And then also, this was the first herb that like I discovered and was like super calling to me. This is mugwort. Now, my spiritual babies, like y'all might know, mugwort, and especially my witches, okay? Like, mugwort is powerhouse herb, like so amazing. Not only medicinally, but spiritually as well. Medicinally, mugwort is used to expel parasites and like really like deep body detox and cleanse. So I have it in apple cider vinegar, and yeah, I'll be using it soon. But spiritually, you can smoke mugwort. Not only can you like put it in a tincture, tonic, or apple cider vinegar, but you can also smoke it. You could dry it and just use it as a smudge stick. So many things, but mugwort is good for. I'll also show you guys some more of my mugwort that's over here drying. So this is the dried mugwort, if you guys can tell. Put it back over here in this light. This is the dried mugwort, and this one over here to the left is mint, fresh mint. Not fresh anymore. Sorry. But yeah, so you can smoke it, you can put it in a smudge stick, so many things. And last but not least, it's getting so dark already. Oh my goodness. This is vodka, and it's Yarrow. So Yarrow is good for a mini plethora of things, but what I'll be mainly using it for is colds and like things of that nature, not necessarily colds, but just having it ready on hand, because it saves for a very, very, very long time, months, the upside of like 6+ months. So it'll be ready in fall, or just it's good to have on hand in case any of your loved ones, you or are feeling under the weather. So yeah, I just have it on hand and excited to use it, handpicked and everything. And recently I also started to create my own experiment. I recently started experimenting with creating my own paint from natural sources such as flowers and herbs, and I am beyond excited, beyond grateful for this experience. It's taught me a lot already, and it's been so fun to play around with and to really just tap into that childlike state, just like really just tapping into your inner child and having fun and making paints out of flowers. Like, is that not the coolest, cutest thing ever? It just makes me feel so good and so happy on the inside, and I don't think there's anything I could think of right now that I love more than just going out and picking flowers and being more sustainable. Of course, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'll speak for myself. Like, there's a lot that I can improve on, but I am slowly becoming more and more conscious and making the decision to do my best to make changes. And that's all that matters, is that I'm doing what I feel is best for me. So yes, I'm so happy, so excited, so grateful. And I'll show you guys a few of the colors that I was able to extract from some flowers. And then I will mix the color and the gum arabic, and it'll give me a consistency of like watercolor. So gum arabic is actually known to be used as a paint binder for watercolors. So you can actually go out and buy it. I went to my local, I always call it the herb store, but it's a natural food store. So I went there and I was able to buy just like the tiniest amount and experiment with it, see how I like it. And I also got some citric acid, and there's one other thing that'll come to me later. But the citric acid changes the color. It changes, I'd say, from my experience, I've only done it maybe once or twice, I think. But what I'd say it changes more of the hue or the vibrancy. So, you know, I guess you just have to mess around and play with it and see how it goes. And it feels like I'm really stepping into my chemistry or alchemy aspect. And I really love embodying that and playing around with that and having fun with that. So that's really what I've been up to. I've been learning and growing and expanding and focusing more on, not necessarily focusing more, but I guess, focusing more on my physical reality and trying to take a bit of a step away from social media. Just being more present, I'll say. Being more present in the present moment, in my physical reality, and just like being here and really enjoying what life has to offer, and, you know, just having fun and being childlike. And I feel like that's what this spring energy has brought, you know, just being childlike. And you know, that's that Aries energy too. Oh my goodness, I just love this woman so much. I started working for her. I started a new job, and I started working for her, and she is an absolute delight. She's 83, she's great, she's wonderful, love her so much. But every time I go to her home and every time I leave, like, this lady is always giving me something, and she gave me these books. So my love language is books. Like, literally, I love books. I have so many. There's a part of my collection over there, excuse my teacup, but there's most of my collection over there. And then I also have some on this other shelf over here, which is literally like all the books she's given me. But she gave me this book that I started reading, Linda Goodman's Sun Signs. So it has been honestly so intriguing, so insightful. And this book is literally from the 60s. It's from the 60s. And so far I just began reading about Aries, and like, I'll show you guys a little bit of it. But I began reading about Aries, and just so much of it is literally on point. Like, oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Like, so much of it is just so accurate. It also talks about like how they physically look as well, like some of their physical features, what to look out for, how to identify them physically. Of course, you know, it's not 100% accuracy all the time, but just like commonalities. And so, wow, and just how to speak to them and how to really understand them. And it has that for all of the signs. And you know, it's a sun sign thing, so you know, take that into consideration. Not every single person is going to be like that, but you know, it's I want to say it's general, but it's also very, very accurate and very like textbook, like so good, so informational. And yeah, I'm really, really, really enjoying this book. Oh, and I have also been painting. I finished a painting. It was literally, it was amazing. I think it's amazing. I think it's really beautiful. And it flowed effortlessly. It flowed so well. I will show you guys. but I absolutely adore it, and I just allowed to play around with it and not be so like tight and restricted. And I'm coming out of an experience I had where I was in a contractor position, and I was working with an arts council, and my local arts council, and it just not vibe. It just didn't vibe for me. It didn't align with my highest self. And it's so funny because now I'm working a job that is outside of art, but it aligns so much more with me, and I'm so happy, and it feels like flow, and it doesn't feel like resistance, and I'm thriving so much more because of it. And it's funny because people always say, get a job in your passion, do what you love, and blah 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 blah, and it's like, yeah, but also no. Like at least not for me. I'm a sun sign Pisces, so, and I don't like to be governed. I don't want any parts of that. I don't, like, do not tell me anything about myself that, unless it's like in the most loving kind way, like don't do that. Don't think that we're just gonna stop it right there. So yeah, and so I stopped and I started focusing on my own art, and it's just absolutely wonderful, beautiful, flourished. I'm trying a new style, and it has been just absolutely wonderful. Like, I'm just so happy and really enjoying life, and I ask y'all to really come together, bring this energy in, and be with it, be present with it, and extend so much gratitude and so much love and wholeness and awareness. And I've said a lot in this video. I feel like I've been talking very fast, but I haven't made one in quite a while. So I am very grateful. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be back on this platform, sharing this aspect of myself. And this was unintended. I was making my little tonic. I just think it's so cute. And Spirit was like, hey. And so I listened and I followed my intuition. So very grateful. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. And leave a comment if you have any questions about any of my little creations or how I made them, or any suggestions. Please just leave a comment and let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video.